طالب. صبيا كان شجاعا عثمان بن عفان، حكيما وله سلام عمر الفاروق، حكم فعدل فأمن أبا بكر الصديق. These are the men who fought for freedom. These are the men who carried the beauty, had to push away the demons even though they were persecuted. They were closest to the greatest man, born to lead us through rain and storm, change the world through peace and love. طلع البدر على أمتنا من ثانية فتحوا بسم الله. I'm just grateful enough for their care and their love. I'm just grateful enough, praising إيمان high up. خديجة آمنت بوحي نزل أمانة، حليمة السعدية أم ولها حنانة، فاطمة الزهراء بنت رسول هداية، عائشة الجليلة. These are the women who sacrificed life and took the world right by surprise. I pray my mother, my daughter, my wife emulates them and reach new heights. These are the women who led the line, perfect lives for the perfect price. I pray to God that I'm certified. طلع البدر على أمتنا من ثانية فتحوا بسم الله. I'm just grateful enough for their care and their love. I'm just grateful enough, praising إيمان high up. طالع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع، وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي. طالع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع، وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي. طالع البدر على أمتنا من ثانية فتحوا بسم الله. I'm just grateful enough for their care and their love. I'm just grateful enough, praising Iman high up, praising Iman high up, praising Iman high up, praising Iman high up, praising Iman high up.
Hola, assalamu alaikum. Hello to all the listeners out there. You're listening to Zayla and Namana with your host Namana Ahmed. Inshallah, I hope you guys are having a great summer holidays, and inshallah you're having a beautiful week. So this week's episode, I'll be continuing the series of dua using the 99 name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll be giving you a reminder about the grades. I know this week has been both A-level and also GCSE results days, so I'll give a quick reminder about the grades and some ways for not ways, like, you know what, man. Just a reminder basically about grades. And I'll be talking about the COVID track and trace system, that situation at the moment, because I was thinking of ideas, and then I was watching this YouTuber, and that's how I came up with this idea. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and yeah. So it's the time for the dua using the 99 name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm going to read the names that we have learned so far. So, Bismillah. Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, As-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Mahayni, Al-Azim, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbirun, Al-Khaliq, الباري المسوي الغفور القهار الوهاب الرزاق الوهاب الأليم القبيد الباسي القافد الرفيد المذي المذل السميع الباسي الحكم الأليم اللطيف الخبير الأليم الأديم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحافظ المجيب الحسيب and الجليل. So that was 1, 2. That was so the name Allah and number 1 to 41 that we have learned. Alhamdulillah. So this week I'll be teaching you the words of number 42, number 43, and number 44, which are Al-Kari, Al-Raqib, and Al-Mujib. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, the first one we'll be looking at is number 42, which is Al-Kareem, which is the beautiful one and the generous one. Al-Kareem. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here are 5 words, by the way. Allah, we know you are the most generous, the gracious. Ya Al-Kareem. Guide us to be generous to others. Aid us to develop honorable and noble manners. Ameen. Ya Al-Kareem. Make us reflect your attitude to your generous by always be thankful for your favors which are beyond our basic needs, and forgive us for the favors you have bestowed upon us that we don't recognize or show gratitude for. We will never be able to show enough gratitude to the favors you have blessed us with. Ameen. Ya Al-Kareem, let us turn to you and you only when we ask, and enter us into your greatest generous Jannatul Allah without recognizing. Ameen. Ya Al-Kareem, provide us rizq that I can be generous with, and protect my heart from being seen and miss you. Ameen. Ya Kareem, please make me sensitive and generous to the needs of those around. Ameen. So that was Al-Kareem. The next one is number 43. Al-Raqib, which is the watchful. Al-Raqib. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. There are 3 words you can use the name Al-Raqib. Allah, we know you are the watchful, the one that nothing is abused from its him. Ya Al-Raqib, we know you watch over and control all things. Ameen. Ya Al-Raqib, guide us to be watchful over our hearts and our oblanté towards you, adorn you with worshipping you and those we see. Ameen. Ya Al-Raqib, help us remember your watchfulness over us, and let us have taqwa in our own action. Ameen. So Ameen. So the last one I'll be talking about is the last one we're going to be talking about this week is number 44, Al-Mujib, which is the responded one. Al-Mujib. Allah, we know you are the responded, the Hakim, the hardness, the one who answers the ones in need. So here are 4 du'as you can use. The name Al-Mujib. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Al-Mujib, we know that you are the answerer and the fulfilling of prayers. Please accept all my du'as. Ameen. Ya Al-Mujib, guide us to respond to your calls and be responsible of those in need, and make us call upon and supplicate to you in the best manner. Ameen. Ya Al-Mujib, don't let our prayer be unanswered, and adorn us sincerely in your response to our du'as. Ameen. Ya Al-Mujib, I seek refuge in you and from worries and griefs, from helplessness and laziness, from the cowards and muslins, and from people, and from the overpowering of debts and democracy for people. Ameen. So Ameen. So that was Al-Mujib, and that's end of this week's segment of the dua using the Natna name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next week I'll be giving you guys duas of number 45, 46 and 47, which is Al-Wasi, Al-Hakim and Al-Wadu. So yeah, that is next week's names, in case anyone was wondering. And yeah, inshallah you've been learning some du'as using the 99 names of Allah, and I'm loving this series and I don't want it to stop. But yeah. So now I'm going to play you guys in Nasheed called Ya Iman Al-Rasul by Muhammad Tariq, and inshallah I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, after the break I was talking about the COVID-19 track and trace, and until then I'll see you guys after in the Nasheed break.
يا إمام الرسل يا سندي يا إمام الرسل يا سندي الله الله أنت بعد الله معتمدي فبدنياي
Assalamu alaikum. Hello to all the listeners once again. Welcome back to Daily with Namana, which is Namana FA. Inshallah, I hope you guys enjoy Ya Iman Rasulullah by Muhammad Tariq. Links will be down below, as always. So now I'm going to be talking about the track and trace. So what is the track and trace? The NHS track and trace is enable that anyone who developed the symptoms of COVID-19 can quickly be tested to find out if they have the virus. That includes social workers, social care staff, care home relatives, and anyone else. This also helps trace close recent contact of anyone who tests positive for COVID and necessity notify them that they need to self-isolate themselves at home to stop the virus. Now, there is an app for this, but apparently it's not requirement to have the app. If you have the app, and it's not requirement to even use the app and stuff like that. Personally, I don't have the app because I didn't know you don't need the app anyway. I don't think none of my family has the app as far as I know. But yeah. So how would this help the fight with the virus? The track and trace will help control the rate of reaction, the rate of R, help to reduce to spread the infection, save life. So there are some ways that you can help your part, so playing your part. If you develop symptoms, you need to follow the rules of self-isolation when it's the time with your people in your house. You can leave home, so if you're self-isolation, you can leave home for getting a test if you're going to be if you got the COVID, or if you've done a home test version, you can put it into a priority post office. If you tested positive for COVID, you must share the information as accuracy, so like who you've been talking to, where have you seen, and all that, through the NHS test and trace to alert other people that may self-isolate. And if you return travelling wise, like Morocco or Egypt and all those places, you need to follow. If you need to self-isolate, depends on like if they're on the red list, green list, or the red, amber, green list, like the traffic system. So yeah. What do I think about this? Personally, the app can be a bit crazy sometimes. Like if you've been pinned for no reason, like I know it does tell you the last of it, but if you don't realise, if you don't know if you've been tested, if you don't know who's got it, then they don't really got the idea. And you know, like you don't know who's got it in the first place. So yeah. I know there's some changes from tomorrow, the 16th of August. I think. Or it might be July. Well, there's some rules happening tomorrow or next week, I remember, that if you've been double vaccinated and you tested negative, then you don't need to self-isolate at all. Or it might be if you're double vaccinated. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, honestly, they need to make it more premium. So like, actually tell us if where you've been pinned, and not just pinned and tenders for no reason. Because I know if you've been tested negative, but you got the pin, it will just make a huge kerfuffle, if you know what I mean. If you're wondering what I've got this idea from, I watched a YouTuber called Kevin Chapman. He talked about this topic as well. So I'll leave his YouTube video and I'll leave his channel down below so you can subscribe to him and his family. He talked about this one of his recent videos and more depth. Honestly, they need to update the app and understand that many people don't use the app at all, and they don't have on their phones or iPads, and even though they are self-isolation, they just don't use the track and trace, even though it's not a requirement to use it and stuff like that. That's my opinion, and that's what I thought of this app, and yeah, that's what I thought. So inshallah, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about a little bit of the COVID-19 track and trace system. So now I'm going to play you guys another nasheed by Muhammad Tariq called Ya Havana. This one's the vocal only edition, and inshallah I hope you guys enjoy it. After the break I'll be talking about I mean like a reminder for the grades and what can you do if you had bad, like what can you do nowadays. Yeah, until then I'll see you guys after the nasheed break.
ظهر الدين المؤيد بظهور النبي أحمد. ظهر الدين المؤيد بظهور النبي أحمد. يا هنانا بمحمد ذلك الفضل من الله. يا هنانا 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 يا هنانا. خص بالسبع المثاني وحوى لطف المعاني ما له في الخلق ثاني وعليه أنزل الله. يا هنانا 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 يا هنانا. ظهر الدين المؤيد بظهور النبي أحمد. يا هنانا بمحمد ذلك الفضل من الله. يا هنانا 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 يا هنانا. من مكة لما ظهر يشفه شق القمر وافتخرت آل مضر به على كل الأنام. يا هنانا 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 يا هنانا. أطيب العالم خلقا وأجل الناس خلقا ذكره غربا وشرقا سائر والحمد لله. يا هنانا 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 يا هنانا
Hola, assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Daily with Namana, which host Namana Ahmed. Inshallah, I hope you guys enjoyed Ya Havana, the vocal only by Mohammed Tariq. I'll leave his channel down below. So now I'm just going to give a quick reminder about the grades. And yeah. So, inshallah, to all the A-level and GCSE lot, I hope you guys I hope you got the grades that you need to go on to the next bit, whether it's uni or college or sixth form or apprenticeship or whatever you're doing next in your life. Like, may Allah bless you all in your studies and all that. Like, alhamdulillah, I was the COVID year, but last year I did pass all my GCSEs apart from English language, and then this year I got my English language results, and alhamdulillah I passed English language finally, so that's good news. And I did have a cousin, I do have a cousin who just got her GCSE results on Thursday, and alhamdulillah she passed her GCSEs apart from one, which is the same one I did this year, so yeah. So she was proud, I was proud, like everyone was proud, even some of the friends with some of the A-level lot, and they're proud as well. They got into the uni they want and all that. So here's just a quick reminder. Remember, these grades that you have, they don't define you. Like, what defines you is yourself, your personality, your qualities and all that. Remember, like in a year's time, like to all the GCSE lot, they don't care about your grades. They only care about like your BTEC and your A-level ones, not your GCSE. They don't really talk about it. And remember, don't define you as you are like in those grades. Like, there are many more to come. Like, just focus on the next step. As long as you pass, or as long as you got enough grades to go on to the next step, you'll be fine. Because like, alhamdulillah, that's what happened to me. But alhamdulillah, I had enough grades to go on the night course that I passed alhamdulillah as well. It was childcare, if anyone was wondering. And inshallah, if everything goes well, I'll be going on to level 3 childcare, which is actually quite good, because I want to work with children in the future. And just remember, you guys are amazing, and you're all going to keep up the hard work, and don't slouch. Just because it's a summer holiday doesn't mean you can slouch around, have late nights and all that. Try to have a routine as well, because I'm trying to have a routine myself, just in time for college or sixth form or all the or uni and all the amazing stuff. Like, you are amazing, and keep all the hard work, because you never know what the future holds. Yeah. And just I've actually got a quote from my old maths tutor that I had in year 8, so give me a few seconds. So this is the quote. Don't forget, if they gave you a grade that you didn't want, it isn't because you don't do well, because you didn't even do the exam in the first place. And there's always a way to fix things, and everything happens for the best. The main thing is to get into the sixth form college you are hoping for. If you get in, the rest doesn't matter. When you apply for unis in the future, they only care about your college grades, and the grades that you have been given to you without doing any exams or not doing exams and all that. That you all know you guys are capable and getting the best grades that happen. And these grades isn't like a reflection on you, so please don't be sad or worried about your grades. It's just like how unfair the teachers put on you on. But inshallah, hopefully you had enough grades to go into the course you want. And that's really what matters, because it's like GCSE is like a baby step, and then college is more a bigger step. So once you reach college and sixth form and all that, you'll be fine. Everyone's different, everyone's awesome, everyone's kind. Like, you guys will be fine as well. And yeah, that's just my little reminder about the grades. Honestly, you guys be fine. Don't be sad if you kind of failed if you had 3 in English or maths. You can always retake them. You can always retake your subjects if you need it in college and sixth form. You can just speak to them and they'll sort it out. And if you didn't pass both maths and English, you can always do the level 2 or level 1 first in like college, and then you could build yourself up, if you get what I mean. But yeah, Jazakallah khair for listening to my little talk of the grades. And Jazakallah khair for listening to this week's episode of Daily Unamana. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned next week. I'm not sure what we're doing next. I might just do like a 2-parter of like getting back to school and all that, because school is coming up in a couple of weeks. So I might just do like a few tips here and there for the next couple of weeks. I'm not too sure. But yeah, or I might do nature. I'm not too sure. One of the two. But inshallah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and stay tuned next week with a new episode. Until then, Allah Hafiz, and peace out for now. Bye.
Oh yeah. علي ابن طالب صبيا كان شجاعا، عثمان بن عفان حكيما وله سلام، عمر الفاروق حكم فعدل فأمن، أبا بكر الصديق. These are the men who fought for freedom. These are the men who carried the beauty, had to push away the demons, even though they were persecuted. They were closest to the greatest man, born to lead us through rain and storm, change the world through peace and love. طلع البدر على أمتنا من ثانية فتحوا بسم الله. I'm just grateful enough for their care and their love. I'm just grateful enough, praising إيمان high up. خديجة آمنت بوحي نزل أمانة، حليمة السعدية أم ولها حنانة، فاطمة الزهراء بنت رسول هداية، عائشة الجليلة. These are the women who sacrificed life and took the world right by surprise. I pray my mother, my daughter, my wife emulates them and reach new heights. These are the women who led the line, perfect lives for the perfect price. I pray to God that I'm certified. طلع البدر على أمتنا من ثانية فتحوا بسم الله. I'm just grateful enough for their care and their love. I'm just grateful enough, praising إيمان high up. طالع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع، وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي. طالع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع، وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي. طالع البدر على أمتنا just grateful.